Hey everybody, how are you? I know it's been a little bit of time since I've done a recording for our little group, so here I am. It feels like I'm showing up in different places right now. In fact, this afternoon is something. Let's see how that shows up. See, Zoom or Facebook. So we're in realization. We're in started chapter 8, re-articulation. We're on page 195, the second paragraph. The one who is angriest at God loves God the most. Did you know this? The one who is most angry at God holds the deepest love, and a sense of betrayal has encompassed him or her and protected her from her own longing. To realize God in the one who hates God is to know God in manifestation. And the knowing of God is the one fearful of God, angry at God, debasing God. To know the divine as that one is actually to offer liberation. By lifting her to the upper room, you're not telling him or her what to believe. You're simply realizing them in the union that is always present. When you see a battlefield and men warring, killing one another in a cause justified by them, or believing that what they are doing is right, the opportunity to know God, to claim the self on the battlefield, the divine self. I have come, I have come, I have come, is to realize God in the manifestation before you and lift it to the upper room. Any poverty, any act of avarice is an act of fear. Any act of judgment against another is an act of fear. If you want to play on those things and perpetuate them, stay downstairs, have those experiences. Or go to the upper room and claim the presence of the divine upon them. I have come, I have come, I have come. He is interrupting. How is this different than the initial claim, I am word, through the thing I see before me, or the one I see before me? You have become word in manifestation. Do you understand this? You have become the manifestation. Be and come. I have come. And the claim you make upon the world you see is the expression and service in vibratory field. You're not telling people not to war. Nobody has ever listened to that, if you think back to it. But to know the divine in presence upon the battlefield is to claim all you see beyond fear, or any justification that fear will present itself as. Any banner of false lies playing out on the battlefield that would justify the killing of a man for a false cause must be reknown by the divine. And in the knowing of it, men do put down their arms. Is this a metaphor, he says? I can't imagine that happening. Then you don't trust God to indwell in man. The realization of the indwelling God as the man with the gun claims the man beyond the violence he may have been trained in, and corrects the self-justification, not through an action you would take, but because the need to act in that false way does not exist in the field of truth that you're operating in. Like attracts like. If you were to go down to the battlefield with a pamphlet expecting to be shot, and probably with good reason, to lift yourself to the high room and then lift the battlefield and all who dwell upon it to realization is to claim the kingdom in the face of fear. And it's an opportunity to know not only who you are, but the power of the divine. But, he interrupts, what if this war needs to happen? You say we don't correct things, and here you go telling us to correct things. You are not correcting anything as much as realizing it. The realization of the divine may or may not recreate it in what you would think of as a correction. But that is not what you are doing. By claiming the presence, by knowing the purview, by claiming the action, it is the divine that must manifest and call forth the new thing. You cannot decide who will live and who will die, what should or should not happen. That is not your purview. But your purview is to know who you are, what you are, how you serve, know who you are as you express it, and allow God or the divine to act in its own way. Your claim, I have come, I have come, I have come, does not make you the hero. It makes you the true witness to any act. And by true, we mean the one who knows God, who realizes God or the divine in any act, in any human, in any situation you may encounter. So if we go back, you are not correcting anything as much as realizing it. We look at the virus, and we claim it for the truth. We claim the truth in the virus. We continue to stay in awareness for ourselves of who we are, what we are, how we serve, as we interact with those around us. No matter how that shows up. We show up as who we are, our divine selves. And what a tremendous opportunity right now. I can speak for myself to release judgment. As I'm out in public, like for real, at the grocery, braving Walmart, as I'm on Facebook, and I'm thinking, come on, people. I'm on the phone with a friend of mine in Virginia the other day, and she said, a good friend of ours, who, you know, she is what you might say high risk. She has rheumatoid arthritis, and she has some other things going on. And she's really not leaving her apartment. And fortunately, she's still working, but the rest of the time she's surfing the net and can tell you all kinds of facts and figures that about the virus. And I said to my friend, I'm like, why? Why is she doing that? She's making herself crazy. And I heard myself say that, and I hear myself say that now. Oh, look at that judgment. Let me release that. You know, in some ways, In some ways, what a tremendous opportunity for us right now. In the midst of this, to really see where we're still holding judgment, where we're not showing up as who we are and what we are and how we serve, and to continue to ask for the healings and have gratitude for the teachings. Thank you for showing me that. Please heal that. Let's heal that. Let's move those pictures. Let's really take the time when we're out on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. And when we see posts that are just like, really, to see how we react to that with judgment, or with condensation, or with irritation or annoyance or frustration or rage. And take that one moment to be like, let me clear that. Let me move that. And to look at the author of the post or the people who are posting on the post, commenting on the post with more rhetoric. I see all those before me through the eyes of love, through the eyes of the Creator Source God. I see them in their worth. And however it shows up for you, bless that post and all those involved in it. If you took 10 or 15 minutes and you did that, really sat down with the intention that I'm going to do two things when I look at Facebook in this next 10-minute or 15-minute time period. Each time I do not react from love, I'm going to ask for the healing. And then I'm going to bless, however that shows up for you, all of those who are on this post, all those who've commented, and the person who created it. However it shows up for you, you're going to see them and know them for who and what they are. The claim, I know who you are, I know what you are, I know how you serve, as a claim of worth. See them in their freedom. And then release that particular posting and move on. And do it again. And do it again. And do it again. And do it again. You know, maybe you never go to Fox News or CNBC or MSN or whatever. Okay. I'm going to go lift this. During the Healing Circle, we worked specifically on the CDC website. There are many more. We're here to be in service to the one love. And there's no greater time than right now in this moment to show up as the full expression of ourselves. In each moment, and to see ourselves as we truly are. And let go of the baggage that says we have to show up a certain way. Be a certain way. It's just bullshit. We be as we are. And you're going to like this video or you're not, and that has nothing to do with me, and that's my work. We're all being called forth in faster and bigger ways. I'm being called forth in faster and bigger ways. Let me surrender to that. And while I'm surrendering, or I'm in the fight with the surrender, let me show up the best that I can everywhere else. And if I fall down, I'm going to reach out to my sisters and my brothers and ask for healing. And stand up and show up again. I think one day I'll be doing these, one day soon, possibly, pretty much without the book at all. Maybe not these videos, because these videos are really for us to traverse the Book of Realization together, but others. Yeah, I'll take a healing on that. I love you. I love you so much. And as much as I know we're with each other all the time, I miss you. I like hugs. Have a super awesome day. I'll see you again soon.